Hello adventurers, and welcome to another Black Desert mobile video. This one's going to be a pretty quick one. The thing that I wanted to discuss today was going to be excavation, and specifically excavation in Everfrost. So typically whenever you do excavation, like I think most people do it in the Great Desert, this is a great place to do excavation. However, there's some pretty cool stuff that you can get specifically from excavation in Everfrost. Really quick warning, I don't have like a structure for how I want to do this, but a quick warning is that whenever you do excavation in Everfrost, like if you're specifically doing excavation, you're going to be using a lot of your citron tea. So I really only recommend this if you have already a full set of eternal accessories, and then also if they're already fully awakened. So, or only do it if you only really play for life skills. So like this is a really good way to get your excavation level up, since you can use both times in Everfrost and in the Great Desert. But the reason I also think this is good is because there are memory imprints that you can get from excavation, and that would only be here in Everfrost. So the ones that I'm specifically talking about is going to be these Primal earring unknown memories. So these are really good. Like if I were to go to the market, only 212 have sold, so I don't think that many people know that you can actually farm them from excavation. So this is kind of like a public service announcement. This is a good way to be getting these earrings. I think whenever I do it for like an hour, I'll typically get one or two of them, and then also I can get the abyssal grade of these as well. I don't know if I have any in my... Yeah, I have one, but you'll get a pretty good handful of this. So this is actually a decent like money maker, or what you can do is just open them and then try to replace whatever you have currently. But that's pretty much the only reason Everfrost is good for excavation, is just because you can get those memory imprints, and those are really hard to buy from the market. So I actually have a map that I want to show y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on screen, but this was provided to me by someone who had also made another YouTube video. I think they had a guide for excavation in the Great Desert. But yeah, this map is really good. It has all of the spots where you can actually excavate in Everfrost. The specific route that I'm going to be showing, though, it's going to be over here north of Snowstorm Guard Post. So if I were to zoom out all the way, we're in the bottom right portion of the map, and then the route that I'll be taking is actually going to be north of Snowstorm Guard Post, and then I'm just gonna do a loop right here. So yeah, with that being said, let's actually just go ahead and let's jump right into it. I think I'm gonna do a couple of laps just so you can kind of see, and then for the first time that I'm going through, I'm gonna point out each one of those spawn points that an excavation site can actually appear. So whenever you do this, I highly recommend use the reindeer, just because you can actually excavate while you're still on the reindeer, and then you can actually walk away mid-excavation. So what you'll do is leave Snowstorm Guard Post, you'll cross the bridge. The first spot that something can spawn is going to be right here behind this tree. You can also get something over here by these rabbit-looking things. And then you can also get one right here. So normally what I would do is like I would just run straight. I don't stop, and I just keep my eyes open if there's going to be like an excavation site or not. So you can also have one over here. You can have one pretty much right here where I'm standing. Another one over here by this tree. One over here. And then, yeah. We'll just kind of keep showing you where it's at. You can also get one up here, and then one behind this tree. And then of course, like I said, whenever I'm doing this, I don't actually stop for this. The whole lap normally takes about 3 minutes for me, so I didn't see what time I had started on, but this will probably be a longer than average lap for me. So there's one there. You can get one over here. There could be one over here by those rocks. There could be one right here. There could be one over behind this rock. And again, as soon as you start excavating, just start running away. You'll want to already start looking for your next excavation site, so that way you're not wasting any time just standing around. There are a couple of instances where like your character is going to be animation locked, but those are like for specific excavation sites. I don't know why it does it, but it's like whenever the site is really blue or really pink, that will pretty much lock your character in place. Normally what I do is I go right over here, but what I like to do is come down here just a little bit to see if there are any other excavation sites. So there could be one right here, there could be one right there on the stairs, and then there could actually be one inside of that small fence right there. So whenever that one spawns, it's kind of inconvenient, but if you hug the fence really closely, you can actually excavate it. So hopefully I'll have a chance to show you that. And then also I run up this way just to see if either of the two spawns that spawn right there popped up. There's one right here. So as you can see, there's a lot of spawns in this area. You could get one right there. You can get one behind this rock. You can get one over here. And it's really hard for me to mark where all of them can be. There could be one over there. There could be one up here. But what I would recommend is just run the route a couple of times, and then you'll get a pretty good feel for where these spawns are, where you should be looking, just in preparation. So I'll show you my actual route once we complete this. Like, it's the exact same route but with a lot less stops, and then I'm just gonna show you like where I normally keep my camera pointed, so that way I can see what's coming up ahead. So there could be one over there, there could be one right here, there could be one right there, one over by that tree. I actually passed one apparently. Oh, it just spawned when I was passing it, so that was weird. Let's go this way. So also, just a heads up, I'm not too sure how like the spawning process works for it. I don't know if you can like excavate in other areas of the map and it'll force more to spawn over on this side or what. But what I found was this loop in general is really consistent. And it's just like the easiest thing for me to do personally. There probably is a better route somewhere on the map in Everfrost, but just for the way I play the game and for how I like to do this is perfect for me. And then normally I'll kind of look over here, come look over here. There could be one right there. There could be one over by that rock. There could be one by this tree. There could be two over by that entrance, and then I turn here, there could be one here, and then there could be one by that tree and one on the other side of this camp. If there's nothing here, I go ahead and I hit the little home icon and I go to nearby town. So that whole lap kind of took a while, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do it again, and this time I'll just run straight through and hopefully I don't have any mistakes. But we're starting at 5 hours 46 minutes on the T, and then I guess we'll start a timer for how long it actually takes me. So here I'll just kind of look in the distance. There could be one there. I'll look here. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this route. Let me know if you have a better route, and I can try to make a video on that. But for right now, this has been getting my excavation up pretty quickly. I think I pretty much get like 1% for every minute that I spend in here, so that's actually not too bad. But obviously the higher my excavation level, the slower they're gonna start coming. Okay, so for some reason my audio actually messed up, so I'm having to voice over this part, but over here, this path to the right, sometimes I like to go through here maybe like every 3 or 4 routes just to make sure that I clear out all of this area for excavation sites that have spawned here. Again, I don't actually know how like the spawn system for them works, but I figure if I can, I'll go ahead and I'll collect those and pretty much just reset so I can keep on moving forward. But with this one, that's pretty much the last one that I'll be excavating. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and go back to the town. And I think that maybe took me 3 minutes or 4 minutes, so right on pace for what I was saying before. But what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to do this for an hour or so. The main reason is just because I already have my life buff, my artisan monument buff activated, and then also the food buffs that give you extra XP. This is the point where I realized I didn't even say anything about this. So whenever you're doing excavation, if you want extra XP, make sure that you are using those buffs to get the extra 20% when you do this. But again, I'll do this for an hour and then I'll show you what I got as rewards. Okay, so that was about an hour. I might have gone a little bit over an hour. I might have actually gone under. I don't actually remember what I started at, but I did get a level, so I think that was about like 50%, so a little bit less than 1% per minute. But regardless, it's pretty good, pretty quick, pretty easy. And then also just be aware that while you're doing this, your inventory is going to get pretty full in terms of weight. So each one of these items kind of weigh a lot. And then something that I completely forgot to mention was, why does it really matter for your life skill or your excavation level, like going higher? If you get a higher level, it improves the excavation rewards. I'm not sure if that's the multiplier of items that you receive when you're excavating, or if it's talking about the actual rewards from whenever you appraise. But regardless, just kind of keep that in mind. Higher excavation level equals higher rewards. But with that being said, let's take a look at what we got. We got all of these yellow items and then all of these blue items. So I'm just going to go through one by one. Hopefully we'll get a pink one of these memory imprints. And if not, hopefully we'll at least get a red one. So it's pretty cheap to open these, so you're not losing a lot of silver. So we'll just open that. And then from the first one, we got a abyssal one. We got nothing in here. Let's see what we get for this one. We got another abyssal one. So the abyssals are pretty common. Each one I think is like 11 billion silver, so like that's a little bit of money in your pocket. But the pink ones are really the ones that we're looking for, and it kind of looks like we're not gonna get one, but that's never mind. I guess we did get one, so that's pretty cool. We got it from the blue one, so we got an abyssal and a pink, so right next to each other. You can kind of see like it goes for about 100 bill. So within this hour, I was lucky enough to get one, so that's pretty nice. And then let's open this. From this one, we got 3 abyssal earrings, and then let's open the last one. And then we got 2 more. So I don't know how many we had before. I think it was just 1 of each. So now we have 2 of those, and we have 11 of these total. So I think I got 10 of the abyssals. But regardless, this is really the only reason I think that doing this is worth it, other than like leveling up your life skill. Again, I say this pretty often. I'm just weird, and I'm trying to get a higher life skill rank. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really do anything for me. But assuming that our excavation level is higher, if it actually does increase the rewards, like whenever we open our items, getting your level up would be really worth it. I don't know what percentage of increased rewards that would be, but regardless, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I had to show for this video. Also, for that map, for each one of the excavation sites, what I'm going to do is I'll leave a link to that in the description of the video, so if you want to check that out, you can check it out there. I think it's just going to be a link to wherever it's posted in my Discord channel, but yeah, hopefully that helps you out. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. But as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.